Hi everyone, my name is Maybe Miriam Timmy. For those of you who are just stopping by for the very first time, I said I'm going to start a video on how I ended up with microchip, but I want to also let you guys in some secrets. Pastor Bamidele Dare and Pastor Shola Elizabeth Dare of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Richmond branch in Canada, British Columbia, province of British Columbia in Canada, kept on telling people, including my own family, that British Columbia government put a microchip in my hand. Now I am here. I'm going to be suing British Columbia government so that they will be aware of what is going on, because people are seeing them as evil people. But I can categorically tell you, I am the one it happened to, and I'm telling you that British Columbia government has nothing to do with it. Let's put it this way. If I am a threat to the province, that means I am a threat to the country. Now, they're supposed to have informed the Prime Minister. And by now, they would have asked me to leave the country. Patience and Bamidele and Christopher Tightcut, who was my former adjuster, they've been telling people that that I was not accepted as a refugee, but I'm a full-time refugee, fully accepted and I think in the month of May 27th, I did my hearing. And I was fully accepted. Now, they've been telling people, including my own elder brother, he now asked me one day, say, have they not accepted you? I said, I don't understand. He said that he heard that Canada did not accept me. I was wondering where the story is coming from. Patience's daughter was the one that they asked to leave in 2018. Pastor Bamidele and Patience and Shola Elizabeth Dare, the so-called pastors, and her husband, Sylvester Banyo, who works with Service Canada, they all connived. I don't know how they managed to deceive immigration and kept blessing all this while in the country. That is why I also sue immigration currently. On the other of my page, I posted it. I'm going to post it here as well. So now I had to sue them. Now, they've been telling people she's not accepted. Immigration asked her to leave because of her leg. They kept her. Because of her ill health. They kept her. And I've been struggling to do my ill health. Now, Christopher is the one that have been sleeping with Blessing, Patience's daughter, who is like her mother, the prostitute. Or I may say ex-prostitute. I don't know if she's still prostituting till now. But I know she was prostituting in Lebanon. And I quote that. Now, the girl started sleeping with Christopher Tightcut, if I may say. They tried to steal my documents. A PR was awarded in her name using the word Dumebi Miriam Timmy. And she's not me. You can Google me, check me on Facebook. You will see my old account even while I was in Nigeria. So now, this girl did a PR in my name. The mother paid somebody inside. I want to mention the name, but I'm holding myself real strong. Inside the shelter where I stayed the first time I got to British Columbia, they gave her my notice of decision. She applied for permanent residency. Yes, immigration judge granted it, but immigration judge was not aware of what was happening. The immigration judge secretary was the one that transacted with Patience Obanye. And they started saying that the immigration sold my identity to them. But in a vision, God showed me that when the girl went back to tell the immigration judge that there was a mix-up, the immigration judge was angry with her. Patient them didn't know that I do see in those days, when they were doing all that evil, God was showing me, including all the evil they are doing to the First Nations. The First Nations are the original owners of Canada. The first people to live in Canada, they are the First Nations. Now, they have been stealing these people's blessings right, left, and center. It's a long story. I'm going to put that aside. Now, they connive with my adjuster, Christopher Tightcut, so that the daughter will be named as me, which Pastor Bamidele joined them. At first, I didn't know what was going on. I was accusing another person falsely until God told me to pray for BC after I was trying to go back the first time. And God told me loud and clear that Patience Obanye is the one who stole my identity for her daughter Blessing. And she has already told me that they sent her daughter deporting because she switched from being a student to refugee. And this is where the government make money. You told them you're coming to give them money. At the end of the day, you're telling them you're switching, you want them to pay you. It doesn't work that way. But they hid the girl all these years. Whether the girl went back and came back, I don't know. But one thing I know for sure is that she did steal my identity, calling herself the maybe Mary and Timmy. The UCI is one UCI. The birth date, no difference. 1123501872. That is my UCI. And that is the same UCI she's trying to bear. Trying to marry Christopher Tightcoat to change her name using my name. Who now married Christopher Tightcoat? I never told them I want to marry Christopher Tightcoat. The last time I checked, even after planning with Christopher Tightcoat to help them get my name, then they will help him get money. Patience wanted the guy dead. It was still me that got told to pray for the guy to stay alive. Yes, it was still me that he's still alive till today because they tried to murder him spiritually. Now, if it's a British Columbia government that put a microchip in my hand, so they did not have any police in British Columbia to put in charge and monitor me and be sure that I'm not a threat to their province. They now put Patience Obanye's children involved, all the little witches that she have, including the blessing that is a thief. They now put Patience Obanye and her husband, Sylvester Obanye, and the so-called Pastor Bamidele Dare and Pastor Shola Elizabeth Dare and Bush Onyefianogo, and including the Christopher, to be the one monitoring the microchip. The British Columbia government did not have a job. They now still pay these people to be injecting me with voodoo. That is why they closed down all of my TikTok account that I opened in the past. Because they don't want, because I videoed every voodoo, every witchcraft they did and posted it. They didn't want people to keep on seeing it. They told TikTok to close my account. 4 accounts they've closed, either 3 or 4. So British Columbia government did not have job. They not tell them they injecting her with voodoo, with witchcraft. Because Patience boasted and he turned on the chair. He said, my place, will they fly for afternoon? I kept her quiet. I said, That was what I answered her that day. In her mind, whether she was trying to threaten me, I don't know. Just like Adedoyin Luwaji, who was also working with them. Her daughter, Olamide Gaba, told me, he said, you know what they call me when in school when I was in Nigeria? He said, they call me Little Witch. The little time she came back, she said, actually, what they call her is Wicked Witch. And indeed, she knows how to do her witchcraft well. I have to comment. So, if it's British Columbia that put it, the government of British Columbia, how come I called them yesterday? They are asking me, when did this happen? And they're telling me I should report to the ombudsman. It's a long story explaining that. So, British Columbia government, I quote, did not put a microchip in my hand. These same evil people that I mentioned their name were the ones that connived with a doctor in Richmond Hospital in British Columbia. Richmond Hospital is the hospital I usually use. I went there for my high blood pressure that was high after I had an accident. They already paid the doctor down, including another person that is exclusive, is Dr. Julie Wilson, who was my medical doctor. She is she's at number 1 road at British Columbia, number 1 road, Terra Nova Clinic. She helped them to organize the doctor. They paid the doctor off. As I went to the hospital, immediately the doctor started putting the microchip because they keep telling the police that I lied. There's no microchip. I say, how did they manage to tell them that I was coming? Even as my storage now that they broke in, carry a suitcase full of all my expensive clothing, including 2 laptops. And the ones that contain my children's video and pictures, baby one, the one they gave back to them newly and I was giving them back. They stole everything and I've been telling the police to come and rectify that. Let me give you the police number. The police number, I did it yesterday, is 24-2816-932. Division 42. The officer's name that came was Frost. So if they did it, why would they put your patient's children in charge? I'm going to continue this video. I'm going to make another one. Because why? Like and share my video. I want it to go viral. Let's know if there is justice in Canada together. Because I'm filing this case. I've already filed a case against immigration. The same people that said that I was deported and I was not accepted. I've already posted the whole document on the other page. But I'm going to post it here. Then we all are going to see what immigration is going to do. We're going to